I am a complete nobody when it comes to gaming, and sure, I go live, but I do it because I enjoy it. But I wanted to talk. I hope this reaches out to some people or bigger names can talk about the game Stalker and the developers. Obviously, you don't know me, but I have a really bad problem with jumping from game to game to game to game. I'll play a couple hours here and a couple hours there. Very, very, very rarely do I play a game nonstop throughout the entire game. And even ultra rare do I do side missions and figure out the lore and the story. Because sometimes it just doesn't captivate. I just don't care. Like, I do the main story and that's it. I wish I were like those people that play everything else, but I'm just not because nothing is really that interesting. Stalker. I don't know why I didn't play this. Well, I didn't play video games in 2008, so I was in my 20s, so I was partying and I started catching up to video games. Like, I played Skyrim for the first time 2 years ago, and the story was just, well, I played it for the first time in VR, and I was just so hooked. And Stalker was one of those games I heard about, and people said, "Oh, it's a good story," and I just, eh. But when I played this one of, if not the best game I have ever played. When I heard about the developers were in Ukraine, I thought, okay, these guys were in Ukraine. The more I started looking into it, the more I found out that where they were located, they got bombed. Like, they had to relocate. Like, if you just look up Google Stalker developers, what they had to go through, they had to relocate because of the war, power outages. I mean, the emotional toll that it took on their team. I mean, just think about their families and losing everything, and the fact that these guys worked on this game and did such an amazing job. I mean, it's such a good fucking story. It's such a good everything about it. I mean, I want to, like, when I go to a mission point or something in the world, uh, you can even see in my live streams, I'll take 2 hours because I'm just doing other things. Like, one time I came across these two factions were trying to make a deal, and I was trying to come in and listen, and I just so happened to walk too close. I love this game, and I walked too close, and all of a sudden they all turned around and stared at me, and they said, "Did you bring someone? Who was that?" Or something like that. And he goes, "Who the hell are you?" And one of the answers you could say was, "I'm with him." Just to fuck with everybody. It's shit like that. I just, like, who thought of that? Another instant, when I'm not gonna say one in the game, but you're supposed to get collars on these monsters, and this guy's like sitting in the grass, and he goes, "I don't know who the fuck puts a collar on on a monster, an animal like that, but he's got some fucking screws."
Those scientists are fucking nuts, man.
What?
Putting a collar on a freak like that.
Keep it down. They're footing the bill.
I'd love to meet the owner of this little pet. He's got to be off his damn rocker.
Stay alert. Maybe we'll get that chance. There are two things I don't like. Conflict and making long trips to see women who are playing hard to get.
Bro, I love this game. This guy's a fucking comedian.
Hey, Stalker. Scientists are the biggest weirdos in the zone. First, they create mutants, one scarier than the next, and now they hire us to kill them. I mean, it's good for business, sure, but what the actual hell?
Finally, someone says it.
Watch your back
Jeez.
around the scientists. They're all nuts.
Game is just amazing, and the fact that and people were complaining about bugs. This is the only game that I can think of that could have that many bugs, and people are like, I don't care. That's what makes a good fucking video game. People don't care. I just kept my computer kept it kept crashing, and I didn't care. Like, they'll fix it. I can explore the rest of the world, and you know, it's just amazing, and the fact that these people had to go through all that and still made a superb game. And I hope people realize when you start criticizing them for all those bugs that these people literally got their homes bombed. And, living in the USA, we don't really have to worry about that. I mean, if you're old enough like me to remember 9/11, um, that was a huge eye opener. I can, yeah, that was scary. Um, I can't imagine that happening all over my country. So, props to the developers. I can imagine what you're going through, and thank you for not making some woke bullshit. I just sticking to your, you know, just sticking to Stalker and making this amazing, captivating, just a great fucking game. I do hope that more comes, and thank you, really. All right, that's all I got.